I know. I told you I would be upstairs 20 minutes ago. The board is still arguing. They are refusing to close the session. I just needed to step out into the hallway and hear your voice. What was that sound? You shouldn't be shifting things on that desk. You're in my office. Why are you in my home office? I told you that room was being painted. You needed a charger. Fine. But you shouldn't be in there. The fumes from the paint aren't good for you right now. Get your charger and go back to the living room. What paper? What did you just pick up? You said it was sitting on my desk. What does the letterhead say? Read it to me. The legal department. Put it down. I said put the envelope down. Do not open it. Why did you just go quiet? Talk to me. Listen to my voice. Whatever you are looking at, whatever numbers or clauses those pages hold, I did not authorize them. I didn't even know they were brought to the penthouse. Do not read the rest of it. You are misunderstanding what that document is. It was drafted by my attorneys as a contingency weeks ago, before you moved in. I never signed it. Do not hang up this phone. If you hang up this phone, I am walking out of this meeting right now. Hello? Hello? Pick up the phone. You haven't moved from the desk. Just pick it up. You read it, didn't you? A settlement offer. An NDA. A payout structure. And now you think I plan to pay you off. You think I brought you to this penthouse, cleared out my schedule, and planned a nursery just to keep you quiet. You think you were always a liability to be managed. Look at the date at the bottom of the page. Look at it. It is from 6 weeks ago. The day you took the test in the office bathroom. The day before I brought you here. My lawyers drew that up. It is standard protocol for them when a situation arises. They didn't know you. They didn't know what you are to me. I told them to destroy it. I don't know why it was left on my desk today. I haven't looked at it since the day it was printed. Stop reading it. The words on that paper mean nothing. I never signed it. I never presented it to you. I am not a transaction to you, and you are not a transaction to me. I left the boardroom. The private elevator is already on its way down. Do not do anything stupid. Do not pack a bag. Do not walk out the front door. I will be upstairs in exactly 2 minutes. Just wait for me. You're still not answering. I just got in the elevator. I keyed in my code. The floor numbers are lighting up. The elevator has never moved so slowly in my life. I know exactly what you are doing up there. The last time I went on a business trip without you, you packed your duffel bag in exactly 4 minutes. I watched you do it. You folded every shirt precisely. You didn't waste a single motion. You went straight to the bedroom just now. I know you did. You pulled that same duffel bag down from the top shelf of the closet. You didn't cry. You didn't throw things at the wall. You didn't shatter a glass. You just shut down to execute a plan. Stop. Put the clothes down. You think you are solving a problem. You think you are saving yourself from the inevitable. But you are grieving something that isn't real. I know you found the ring. I left it in my jacket pocket on the chair. You probably set it on the counter. You took it off the chain, didn't you? Put it back on. I put that ring around your neck to tell everyone that you are mine. A piece of paper drawn up by an overly ambitious legal team does not erase that. 35th floor. I am almost there. Just stay exactly where you are. 45th floor. Are you in the kitchen? Do not write a note. I know you. Don't look for a pen. Don't write an explanation and leave it by the kettle. Do not leave a note on that counter. I will not read it. If you have something to say to me about that document, you are going to look me in the eye and say it to my face. If you walked past the nursery, just look at the open door. I know you close doors when you are done with a room. Do not close that door. That room is ours. The books on the shelves, the hand-painted clouds on the ceiling, the specific shade of green we spent 3 days arguing over. That wasn't a settlement. That wasn't a payoff designed to keep you quiet. That was a promise. I built that room for you. I bought those books because I wanted to watch you read them. I cleared out this penthouse for us. 52nd floor. The elevator doors just opened. I'm down the hall. I can see the light on in the foyer. Just put the bag down. Don't do this. Please. You're standing at the door. You have the bag in your hand. Your coat is on. You were just waiting for the lock to click. Drop the... No. I am not going to lock the deadbolt. I am not going to take the handle out of your hand. I am not going to trap you in this hallway. Look at me. I said, look at me. Lift your chin. I can see how tight you're gripping that strap. I can see the fear. You think I am going to lose my temper. You think I am going to pull rank and force you to unpack. I'm not. Weeks ago, the last time you stood at an elevator with a suitcase, I told you to drop the handle. I gave you no choice. I am not doing that today. The door behind me is unlocked. The elevator is waiting. If you want to walk past me, you can. But before you make that choice, you are going to walk into the kitchen, sit down at the table, and show me the paper you found. Then I'm going to explain exactly why you are wrong. Leave the bag by the door. Come with me. You didn't drop the bag. You walked into the kitchen with me, but you still have your fingers wrapped around that strap. You still have your coat on. Just waiting for me to turn my back so you can walk out. Put the bag down. I'm not asking you to unpack it. Just set it on the floor. You don't need to hold it like a shield. I am not going to force you to stay. What is that on the counter? Next to the kettle. Is that a note? You wrote me a note. After everything that has happened, after weeks of living in this house, sleeping in my bed, letting me take care of you, you were going to leave a piece of paper by the kettle. You weren't even going to call me. You were just going to let me walk into an empty penthouse, read a paragraph of your handwriting, and find out that the only real thing I've ever had is gone. I'm not angry. I'm just trying to understand how we got here. how you could possibly think that would be enough. Give me the note. I won't read it. I told you on the phone I wouldn't read it. I just want it off the counter. I'll fold it. I'll keep it in my pocket. Now, show me what you found. Just put it on the table. I know what a legal envelope looks like. My firm seal is pressed right into the wax. You didn't even open it cleanly. You tore the flap right off. Your hands must have been shaking. Sit down. Pull that chair out and sit. You look like you're going to pass out, and I won't let you stand there shaking. Let me look at this. A settlement offer. A non-disclosure agreement. A massive payout structure designed to ensure you never speak to the press, never contact my family, and never step foot in the corporate building again. It even details a monthly stipend for the baby, like you are some kind of charity case, like this is a problem to be managed by an accounting department. Where exactly did you find this? My desk. Bottom drawer. The drawer I keep locked. You went looking for a charger, and you forced the lock on my private drawer. I'm not reprimanding you. I don't care about the lock. I care about the fact that you opened this envelope, read these clauses, and immediately assumed I was the one who ordered this. You read this and thought, this is what I think of you. That I brought you here, built a nursery down the hall, and memorized how you take your coffee, just to soften the blow before I paid you off. Stay exactly where you are. Do not move from that chair. I need my phone. There's only one call I need to make. I want you to sit there and listen to what happens. David, I don't care what time it is. Stop talking and listen to me. A settlement offer is sitting on my kitchen table. The contingency file you drafted 6 weeks ago. The one I explicitly told you to put through the shredder before she ever set foot in this building. I didn't ask for an excuse. I asked why it was placed in the bottom drawer of my home office desk. You thought it was prudent to keep a hard copy on file. You thought I might change my mind. Listen very carefully to the tone of my voice. She is sitting across from me right now. She has a bag packed by the door. She read the clauses you drafted, and she believed them. She is not a line item. She has never been a line item. You do not work for me anymore. Do not come into the building tomorrow. Do not send me an email. Do not attempt to contact my assistants. Your severance will be mailed to your home address by morning. If I ever see your name on another legal document in my city, I will ensure you never practice law again. Goodbye. He's gone. The man who drafted that paper is gone. He will never step foot near my company or near you ever again. My phone is off. Look at my hands. They aren't shaking. I am perfectly calm. But I need you to understand how close I just came to losing control and breaking everything in this room. This document, it tears easily. There, it's in 2 pieces. Now it's in 4. Now it's in 8. The pieces can stay on the table between us. They are garbage. That is all they have ever been. I didn't know about this. I swear to you on my life, I didn't know it was in that drawer. When you told me you were pregnant, when I found that test in your office, my legal team went into panic mode. They operate on protocols. When a billionaire brings his assistant home, they draft contingencies. They protect the asset from lawsuits. That is their job. They printed this without asking me. But I never signed it. I never even read it. Look at the signature line. It's empty. I told them to destroy it because the moment I saw you, the moment I knew you were carrying my child, a settlement was the furthest thing from my mind. I never planned to pay you off. I planned to bring you home. Why are you shaking your head? I just fired the head of legal in front of you. I just tore the document to shreds. I am telling you that I had no part in it. What do you mean, it doesn't matter? Of course it matters. It means I didn't lie to you. It means everything I have done for the last 6 weeks was real. What did you just say? It doesn't matter who printed the paper. It matters that I built a life where my lawyers thought this was the correct protocol. It matters that my world is so transactional, that paying you to disappear was the default assumption. And you read it, and you believed it, because I have never given you a reason to think I am anything other than a man who controls situations with money. Don't wipe your eyes. Let them fall. I want to argue with you. I want to tell you that you're wrong. I want to lock the front door and pull you into my arms and force you to see how much you mean to me. But I can't, because you're right. You looked at a document treating you like a liability, and it matched everything you know about the man you work for. I know. That's fair. Just sit there for a minute. Let me think. A beautiful cage. That is what you just called this penthouse. You think I canceled your lease, packed up your apartment, and brought you here just to lock you away where no one could see you. You look around this room, and you just see gold bars on the windows. In the nursery, the books, the countryside property I told you about. You don't think any of that was for you. You think I only built it for the baby. You think I bought those things the way I buy stocks. I don't know how to convince you otherwise. If my own lawyers thought you were just a liability to be managed, how can I blame you for thinking the same thing? What did you just say? I came into your life like a locked door. You're quoting me. I said those exact words to you weeks ago, the night I brought you here. I told you I knew I came into your life like a locked door, taking your keys without asking. You remembered it. You threw my own words right back at me. And you were right to do it, because I did lock the door. I took away your choices, and now you're sitting here wondering if I locked it to keep you safe or just to keep you trapped. I need a minute. Just give me a minute. Let me use this chair. I don't know what to say to you. I spend my entire life making decisions for other people. I dictate terms. I remove variables. I sit at the head of a boardroom, and I always have the answer before the question is even asked. I negotiate million-dollar mergers in my sleep. But right now, sitting across from you in my own kitchen, I don't know how to fix this. If I tell you I love you, you are going to think I'm saying it to manipulate the situation. You'll think it's a tactic. If I tell you to stay, you're going to feel trapped all over again. If I try to defend myself, it will sound like I'm making excuses for a document that never should have existed in the first place. I have no leverage here. I have no control. The most powerful man you know is sitting at this table, and he is lost. I can't buy my way out of this. I can't order my way out of it. So I'm just going to sit here. I'm not going to touch you. I'm not going to raise my voice. I am just going to ask you to listen to me. Before the pregnancy test. Before that night in the hotel after the conference. Before any of this happened. You used to hum when you read the quarterly reports. Just under your breath. A 3-note melody. You never even realized you were doing it. You tilted your head to the left whenever Vance spoke in a meeting because you knew his numbers didn't add up and you were trying to hide a frown. And your coffee order. You changed it every Monday morning, like you were trying to become a different person for the week. And you hold your mug with both hands. You press your palms right against the ceramic, even when the coffee is ice cold and there's no warmth left in it. I know these things. I memorized them months before you ever told me you were pregnant. I didn't memorize them because you were my assistant. I memorized them because I couldn't stop looking at you. I sat at my desk and I watched you hold that mug, and I realized you were the only thing in that entire glass building that I actually cared about. You were a person to me long before you were carrying my child. The room just went heavy with silence. You finally asked it. The question you've been holding on to since the night I brought you to this penthouse. The question that has been keeping you awake while I sleep next to you. If there was no baby, would you be sitting in this kitchen right now? Look at my face. Look right at me. You already know the answer. You can see it forming before I even say the words out loud. You've always been able to read me. Yes, 1,000 times yes. If there was no baby, I still would have waited for you after that conference. I still would have found an excuse to be near you in the lobby. I would have found a reason to walk you to your car. It might have taken me longer. I might have been too afraid of crossing the boundary between us to act as fast as I did. But I would have broken eventually. I was already breaking. I was already losing my mind every time you smiled at someone else in the office. You didn't trap me by getting pregnant. You set me free. You gave me the excuse I was desperately looking for to finally drop the cold executive act and claim what I wanted. Let me move this chair out of the way. I need to be eye level with you. Let me get down right here on the floor. We are exactly eye level now. Weeks ago, I knelt in front of you like this, and I begged you not to run. But I did it in a room with a locked door. I gave you no alternative. I forced your hand. This is different. Look over my shoulder. The door behind me is unlocked. The bag is right where you left it. You are free to stand up, walk past me, and leave. I will not stop you. I will not block the exit. But I am asking you. The baby isn't why I'm asking you to stay. I'm asking you to stay because this penthouse is just a museum of expensive furniture without you in it. I'm asking because I don't want to eat dinner alone ever again. I don't want to hear the silence in this kitchen. I'm asking because you are the only real thing in my life. I'm asking because I love you. I am a man who solves problems. I manage crises. I buy out competitors. I eliminate threats. And when you do that for long enough, you start to see everything as a threat or an asset. You start to see people as situations to be managed. I ate dinner alone in this penthouse for 11 years, every single night, at that table right behind you. And I never thought about it. I never felt the silence because I didn't know there was any other way to live. My staff would leave the food on the warmer and they would go home. It was perfectly efficient. It was perfectly quiet. I don't eat dinner alone anymore. That's you, not the baby. You. You are the only person who has ever made me want to come home. You are the only person who makes this museum of glass and steel feel like a place where someone actually lives. Before you, I didn't have a life. I just had a schedule. I would leave the office at 9, come up here, eat in silence, and go to sleep. I was dead inside. You woke me up. I know I came into your life like a locked door. You said that to me a few minutes ago. And you were right. I took your keys. I canceled your lease. I moved you into this building without asking for your permission. I told myself I was doing it to protect you. I told myself the corporate world was too dangerous, that my family would tear you apart, that you needed me to shield you. But that was a lie. I didn't do it to protect you. I did it because I was terrified. I was terrified that if I gave you a choice, you would make the wrong one. You would choose to leave. You would choose a life without me in it. I didn't know how to keep you without removing the option. It was cowardly. And I am so sorry. I looked at you, carrying my child, and I panicked. I thought if I didn't lock you down immediately, someone else would. It was entirely about my fear. And I let my fear dictate how I treated you. You stood up. You left the floor. You're walking past me. You're walking toward the foyer. The bag is right there by the door. I said I wouldn't stop you. I said I wouldn't block the exit. I'm staying right here on the floor. Look at my hands. They are flat against the marble. I am gripping the floor so hard my knuckles are white because every instinct in my body is screaming at me to stand up and grab you. My chest is tight. I can't breathe, but I promised you. I gave you my word. I am not a locked door anymore. You picked up the bag. You have the strap over your shoulder. You are standing 2 feet from the door. If you need to leave, if this is too much, I will let you walk out. I won't follow you to the elevator. I won't stop the car. I am going to sit right here and I am going to let you make your choice. Your hand is on the doorknob. You turned it. The latch just clicked. The door is open an inch. Before you pull it, before you step into that hallway, can we start over? Not erase everything. I don't want to erase the last 6 weeks. I don't want to erase the nursery, or the way you make my coffee, or the fact that you hum when you read. I don't want to erase us. I just want to start asking you instead of deciding for you. I don't know how to do that yet. It goes against every instinct I have built over the last 20 years. My default is to manage and control. My instinct is to throw money at a problem until it goes away. That's why those lawyers drafted that paper in the first place. But I want to try. I want to be the man who asks you to stay, rather than the man who forces you to. If you walk through that door, I want you to know that it stays open. You can come back tomorrow. You can come back in 10 years. I will be right here. You let go of the handle. You pushed the door shut. The bag just hit the floor. You dropped it. You turned around. I didn't realize I had stopped breathing until you took your hand off that door. You're walking back toward me. Don't stop. Come here. You're right in front of me again. My hands are going around your waist. I'm burying my face right here in your stomach. Thank you. Thank you for staying. Thank you for choosing this. I swear to you, I will spend the rest of my life making sure you never regret closing that door. I will give you everything. I will build you a life where you never have to question if you are loved. You are the only thing that matters. Just let me hold you like this for a minute. Let me just feel that you're actually here. I'm not going to rush you. I'm just going to stay right here on the floor. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to give me an answer right now. You can take as much time as you need to think. Take an hour. Take the rest of the night. I have spent the last 6 weeks filling every silence between us. I filled the quiet with plans, with instructions, with promises. I planned the nursery. I planned your diet. I planned your entire schedule. I did it because I was afraid of what you would say if I actually let you speak. I was afraid you would ask to leave. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm done managing this. The silence is yours. The decision is yours. You can look at that bag by the door and you can pick it up, or you can leave it. I won't interfere. I won't try to change your mind. I'm not going to say another word until you make your choice. You got up. You walked right past the bag. You left it by the door. You went straight into the kitchen. You turned on the kettle. You didn't say a word. You didn't give me a speech. You didn't make a grand declaration. You just filled the kettle with water and turned it on. That was your answer. Okay. Let me help. Let me open the fridge. Let me make you breakfast. I know it's 9 o'clock at night, but you didn't eat dinner, and you need to eat. I know how you like your eggs. I memorized the exact way you made them in the office break room months ago. You always use entirely too much butter, and you take them off the heat right before they're done. I am a billionaire. I have a private chef on retainer. But right now, the only thing I want in the entire world is to stand at this stove and cook for you. I've been waiting for an excuse to cook them for you since the day I first saw you standing by that break room stove. Just sit there. Drink your tea. Let me serve you for once. I'll stand right here behind you. I'm not going to touch you. I'm just going to stand here while you wait for the tea to steep. You leaned back. You leaned right against my chest. My arms are going around you. My hand is right here, just resting on your stomach, right over the baby. I have something in my pocket. It's the silver family ring. I took it off the chain you left on the counter. It's just the ring now. The ring is right here on the marble. I'm not going to put it on you. I'm not going to claim you with it. I'm leaving it on the counter for you to decide. You picked it up. You put it back on yourself. You slipped it right onto your finger. You have no idea what that does to me. To watch you choose it. To watch you choose me. You didn't put it on because you were trapped. You put it on because you wanted to. I'm never taking it off you again. Come with me, just down the hall. The door you closed earlier today. The nursery. Let's open the door. Look at the shelves. The books sorted by age range. The hand-carved crib in the center of the room. I planned all of this without you. I mapped out private schools and countryside properties in my head, and I never once asked for your opinion. I was wrong to do that. I treated our child like a corporate acquisition. So I'm asking you now, what color do you want the walls? They're white right now, but they don't have to stay that way. Green. Green. Okay. Green. It's done. I'll have the painters back in tomorrow to match whatever shade you pick out. What about the corner? Do you want the rocking chair by the window so you can see the city? Or do you want it tucked back where it's darker? By the window. Perfect. My hand is staying right here on your stomach. Cover my hand with yours. This isn't my plan anymore. It's ours. You have the final say on everything in this room. Your head is heavy against my chest. The sofa is big enough for us to lie down properly, but you wanted to sit up with me. You're almost asleep. I still have the note in my pocket, the one you left on the counter. You never told me what it said. I never asked. It doesn't need to be read. It can go straight in the trash. I don't need to know the words you chose when you thought I was a man who wanted to pay you to disappear, because whatever you wrote it to a man who kept you in a cage. That man is gone. He is never coming back. I am going to spend the rest of my life proving to you that this door is open. Just breathe. My hand is right here. My arms are around you, but they aren't a cage anymore. They're just a place for you to rest. You can leave whenever you want. I just hope you won't. Sleep now. I'm right here.